Iceman here. Welcome. Today we take a deep dive into 565 Venom. He is such a beast of a champion. I remember back in the day when I barely started playing this game, I grinded out for the 3-star Venom pre-buff, of course, and it was just so iconic for me. He's my favorite Spider-Verse character, and having him as a 3-star, really got me into this game. So after he got buffed, I managed to pull him as a 5-star twice, and it was just, the best thing ever, because here we are, my iconic character now 565. He's such a monster, and I want to show you, his abilities by taking down this path in Cavalier. So we are in chapter 2, I believe, and or is it chapter 3, the Cosmic Grid chapter, where you were also buffed up, where if you don't have at least 3 buffs, the opponent takes 0 damage. And Venom was like made for this path. Obviously you start with 1 buff, and if you have him awakened, you have a percentage chance based on your awakened ability to gain a 2nd and even a 3rd buff. In addition to that, the potency increases based on the signature level. It doesn't have to be awakened, but obviously it does give a big plus. And his damage output increases a lot actually with the awakened ability if you can get the correct roll on the buffs. So he can gain any of these buffs: cruelty, precision, armor up, fury, and the physical resistance. Obviously you want to aim for the attack ones, but even if you roll a physical resistance or an armor up, it's not the end of the world. So here we're taking this top path. We're gonna take down this Civil Warrior here, and Cosmic Grid in this chapter, what it does, it gives you an aptitude buff, which basically increases the potency of I believe it's furies only, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it gives you an aptitude buff, and for every 4th buff that you get. So if I get like a dex like you saw there, I gain an aptitude. So what Venom is, he's so sustainable. Even with suicides, as you saw there, I just ate up his buffs and converted them to one of my buffs. So he is just very sustainable, because when you do that, you gain 5% health. And if you're going up against a champion like Civil Warrior, that has so many buffs, you're just basically gaining unlimited amount of health. Even with suicides, where you lose 5% with recoil, you can make it up potentially by sucking up his buffs with your SP1. Now, as you saw in the last matchup, I did my SP2, and it converts all the buffs that he has into furies, and that is so incredibly strong with Venom here, because once you get up to the 20 aptitude buffs, or even 10, you convert everything to fury. All those furies are hitting for so much damage. Iceman is not the best matchup for Venom, because, and I get a pretty bad roll here, he's not the best matchup just because he doesn't bleed, and I feel like Venom's bleeds are so strong, and that's where his damage output really relies on. But I wanted to showcase the fact that he can also take down these type of fights, maybe with a not as fast as the other fights, but he can definitely take them down. And the key here with Iceman right now, getting clipped by that SP1. Alright, parry there. So yeah, I'm getting some terrible rolls with those 4 armor ups. I think I'm just gonna pop an SP2 here, just because I want some furies. Got physical resistance. Yeah, Iceman can be kind of tricky. Even now, like those SP1s are pretty tricky to evade. You gotta have either a champion that dashes back quickly, or or just time it right. I like doing 4-hit combos, dashing back and then baiting that SP1, then he would throw it, and I can successfully evade it. But yeah, so here I'm just trying to, and what's nice about this path is that the opponent gains an armor buff, I believe, if you're close to them. So you're basically guaranteeing that the opponent has a buff at all times. And Venom just, of course, eats it up with the Omnum, the SP1. And also Iceman's ice armor counts as an armor buff, which is why Iceman is a counter for Havoc. Not many people know that, but look at that SP2, man. I just destroyed him. Okay, so Beast here, he has dulled and he has spiked armor, which gives you damage back for every crit that you land. And I just want to see if Venom can bleed him out. I believe Beast has a kind of like a, not a tenacity, but a shorter duration of the debuffs like bleed, if I'm not mistaken, but I may be wrong here. Let me see once I trigger a bleed. Yeah, he's I don't, yeah, because of the dulled, I'm not gonna crit that much, so maybe I should focus on furies instead of the crits, but we'll see. Maybe, yeah, as you see, I am not critting at all. Try to bait out this SP2. Come on, man. Alright, so yeah, I'm just getting a lot of armor ups and furies. Don't get me wrong, guys, the armor ups are really good for sustainability, but you want that damage, you know, because the longer you're in, if the longer you're fighting a champ, the more greater the chances you're gonna make a mistake, and we don't want to use up those revives, right? So yeah, I'm just bit out the SP2, and yeah, I'm just getting pure furies and armor ups. That's unfortunate. See if I pop an SP2 here, see if I can save up for one. Yeah, Beast can be kind of annoying to fight just because you know, he's very tanky. I mean, Cavalier, everybody's tanky. These fights are so long, but hey, I enjoyed Cavalier. I'm so happy Kabam finally added another difficulty and more rewards, because I was just out of fighting uncollected, you know, I was just done with it. But look at those furies, man. Look at that damage. It wasn't anything crazy, but you know, he's doing alright in this fight, and it's actually a nice combo. You see, I'm not taking much health despite the spiked armor because I'm not critting. Obviously, if you were to bring Ghost or Corvus, then you would be taking damage back because of the guaranteed crits, but I don't think you want to bring them. I mean, I know Corvus has cheat death, so you can potentially cheese it with Corvus. It's definitely possible. And he is a cosmic character. I'm not sure if you can get all the cruelty buffs, but maybe you can. There are a few ways you can do it, I think, in this path. But anyways, guys, we're down to the last 17%. Got the true strike ability that Venom gets. Look at that, man. It just destroyed him the last 20%. So yeah, he's really strong, man. Guys, so we have Cyclops here, and we're back on the top path. I was debating to take the bottom path. I went for it. I died. So I'm just gonna go up here and try to heal up with my Venom with this Cyclops. Of course, the turtling up and the as well as we have the cosmic grid up again because it's the chapter. So we're trying to heal up my Venom here, and he has some precision, so maybe we can heal up here. Come on. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some more armor ups here just so I can try to gain some more health. Oh man, that was a really bad evade. I need to heal up. I need to get some of these armor up buffs. Come on, come on. Dang it, man, that sucks. Okay, I'm not messing up there. Come on. Alright, that's what I'm talking about, man. Got two of those buffs. So maybe I can also punish that precision by getting it and converting it into a buff. So Venom, the last 18%, he gains a True Strike, which synergizes really well against Iron Man Infinity War. I remember back in the day when he was barely buffed. I think that was something that enticed a lot of people because, yeah, there were more counters to Infinity Douche, but Venom, you know, he served as a great counter for him. So look at that, he just went down quick. Yeah, you see how Venom kind of like, he's not a ramp up champion, but he kind of is like very small, just because the longer you're in a fight, the stronger Venom becomes, because he gains more buffs. You can pop that SP2, so that's kind of the rotation you want to do. And he's a champion that benefits, you know, he's like very versatile, because you can decide to pop SP1s to gain health or take up the enemy's buffs, or you can decide to do an SP2 and just dish out a lot of damage. And if, look at those bleeds, they're taking for 407. That is a hefty bleed. It's nothing to play around. And when you have like 4 or 5 of them, yeah, they are hitting really hard. So Yondu here, I'm about to send them back to space, actually. Come on. Yeah, that SP2 is really, hits really hard. It'll probably knock me out, so I gotta bait out this SP1 here, just like that. So I'm gonna try to take these 2 armor up buffs. Oh, dang, okay. Come on, Yondu. He is being stingy. I mean, if I had more health, I think I would just try to block that SP2, but I think I've dodged it. Like, I've successfully evaded it just once. I'm not sure if there's a video out there that shows how to evade Venom's SP2, but yeah, that SP1 from Venom, excuse me, Yondu's, that SP1 from Venom actually got me to consume 2 of those buffs. Alright, yeah, he's going down. He definitely is going down. Oh man, that bleed. Yondu's bleed, when he bleeds you through the block, you hate to see it, man. But yeah, that weakness and it's consuming the armor up is keeping me in the game here. You see, I took a big hit from Cyclops in SP1, and you know what, he's perfectly fine. He just heals back up, and when you're not running suicides, you know, that's perfectly fine. You know, he's very sustainable that way. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and it convinces you to take up your Venom to 565. Peace.